winter break for a lot of people is coming to an end, which includes me. I go back to work tomorrow. My wife goes back to work tomorrow. So I thought we'll just have an easy, chill video today. Hey everybody, Nick from 9Card TCG, and today we're going to be ranking every single alternate art card that has come out for the Pokemon trading card game, at least in the main sets. So that's everything from Battle Styles all the way to Fusion Strike. So let's get to it. This tier list is brought to us by Little Me Cheese. I know I'm saying that super wrong, but thank you for the tier list either way. Here, you can go to this link, which I'll have in the video description, and you can follow them on Twitter for more tier list stuff and whatever other content they put out. So this tier list, we are not ranking these on competitive play. We're not ranking them on how easy they are to get or anything aside from just their visual appeal and how much I like that particular art and Pokemon. So your tier list is going to look drastically different than my tier list, and that's kind of the fun of these, right? Is to see how other people view things. So let's get started with this Blaziken VMAX art that I know a lot of people love. I'm just not crazy about it. The art is pretty cool, and I love having other Pokemon in the the landscape and everything, but something about it I just don't really care for. I also don't really like Blaziken that much, so that probably has something to do with it. Blissey V is also fine. They kind of have similar art styles, and I'm just not really a huge fan of that art style. I also don't really care for Blissey, so... The Celebi, on the other hand, is gorgeous. I absolutely love the Celebi art. I don't like Celebi. It's not a particularly good card, but the artwork is stunning. Dragonite is also just a very nice card. It's adorable. It's cute. It kind of shows off a different side of Dragonite. Everyone knows it as like a really powerful fighter, but at the same time, it's like, here's this adorable sleepy dragon. Now, this Duraludon is... I love it. Not only is the art super vibrant and it shows the Pokemon with its trainer in like just a natural setting. It's like a day in the life of Duraludon and Raihan, and it's also just, it really portrays I guess a little bit more about Raihan, but how Raihan and Duraludon kind of interact, and that bond, which makes Duraludon such a good ace for Raihan, so I absolutely love it. On the other hand, the Duraludon VMAX, not crazy about it. It's just it looks like a skyscraper. It's like all right? It's not terrible by any means, but it's okay. This Empoleon though, Empoleon's real nice. And obviously there's going to be one S tier. I shouldn't say obviously, that's not obvious to anyone but me, but I'm going to have one S tier. It's like my personal favorite. A tier is like top of the line. Most things are going to fall in the BC range. We're going to have maybe a handful of D and probably no F. All the arts are nice. None of them are like garbage arts, so I doubt anything's going to fall into F. But obviously, most things are going to fall into BC because that's just how bell curves work. Moving on to the Espeon. Espeon's fine. It's really crazy and wacky, and it's like kind of like a pastel type of art, and there's just a lot going on in it, and that kind of fits Espeon, and like that psychic vibe, like all these stuff is moving around. It just feels, I don't know. The artwork for me just isn't there. Espeon VMAX though, something about sleepy Pokemon just kind of get me, right? Like, it's adorable. It's this big cat napping on a building. It's something that I can see Espeon doing for sure. Flareon though, Flareon is, I was gonna say this Flareon's fire, but like, that's too easy of a pun. It's just a gorgeous card. It feels like Flareon is alive in the world. It's not just like a thing, like an object in the world. Like, it's part of its environment, and it works really well. Love the card. The Flareon VMAX, not so much. It's like a cute card. Flareon looks adorable, but it's just like an upscaled Flareon. I don't really feel anything special about it. It's just Flareon prancing through a field, and like I said, it's a cute card. It's just like, I don't get that Dynamax feel from it, Galarian Articuno is very, very nice. It's just a gorgeous artwork, and not much more to say about it other than it's really well done. This one might shock some people. I am not a huge fan of the alternate art Moltres V. It's cool. I just don't love it, and I personally think it is extremely overrated. This Galarian Rapidash, though, is super gorgeous. I mean, this colorful and vibrant, and again, it feels like Rapidash is. I love when they're interacting with the environment, and here it's like doing some stuff with some plants, and you feel like that fairy magical vibe from it, and it all works so well. I think you're noticing a trend here with these very pastel kind of like crazy colors, and while I do think it works really well for Slowking, I just don't like it. I mean, come on, Roadrunner, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. We're just doing that. Gengar, this is. I like the Flareon better, but here I unlike the Flareon VMAX, I do feel like the Gigantamax Gengar is Gigantamax. It's like doing a thing, and you see all like the wind and like the effect that it's having on the tree and other Pokemon and stuff, and it's like there's a sense of scale, and I don't want to say grandiose because it's not like the right word, but you feel like if you were there, you'd be being sucked in, and like you've had that feeling of like really strong winds, and like so you can kind of put yourself in that artwork in a sense, and like understand the feeling that it's going for, and I think it works really well. Sleepy Pokemon automatically good, right? Do I think it's? Yeah, this Glaceon, it's just so cute, and it just blends in with the environment so well, and it's just the art is stunning. That seems appropriate. Again, Glaceon VMAX though, it's just an upscaled Glaceon, and I don't really feel the Dynamax thing from it. Like I feel like it's just lost, kind of. Like it's just an upscaled Glaceon. It doesn't really. It being Dynamax isn't doing anything. It's just yeah. This Golurk is cool. I think it's very edge. Like it could be B. I think it's just hindered by the fact that I don't really like Golurk, and I absolutely hate the card. I almost resent the fact that it's single strike, because it's the only psychic type single strike card we have and likely will ever get, and it's just not very good, and I really don't like it for that. But the artwork's pretty cool. Greedent's alright. I think I like the Espeon better than Greedent. It's cool, right? All the Squovits and everything. It's okay. Ice Rider is fine. The artwork's cool. It's just like it's very static, and I don't really feel like it's doing anything. It's just chilling in the world, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be doing something. It's just nice art. It's fine, right? It's not anything great. It's okay. Now the VMAX though, on the other hand, does feel a little bit like, okay, there's some stuff going on here. There's a little bit of dynamic motion to the way Glastrier, whatever it's pronounced, is like it's doing something, and you kind of feel a little bit more activity and action in the artwork, and so I like it just a little bit more. While this Gigantamax is cool, I don't really care for it, right? Like it's cool. It just feels. I know what the vibe they're going for, but the whole thing feels very blank to me. And I get, that it's a sniper, right? So like it's meant to be far away maybe from like the action and like where the battle is happening and all that kind of stuff, but because you're limited to a small box for art, I don't really feel like that sense of distance is there. They try, right, to show distance with the treetops and at the very bottom, like the Dynamax beams of light and everything that give a sense of scale and height, and they do a good job with it. Because you don't get as much as you might want, or like you don't get to see the battle in the background or anything. It feels a little empty. Jolteon is amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. And even this Jolteon, I do really, really like this Jolteon because the lightning and everything hitting it, it all works really, really well. I know it's an upscale Jolteon. You could make the same comments as the Flareon and the Glaceon, but like there's a little bit more happening in this one, and I just think it looks a lot better. Leafeon is adorable. It looks kind of sleepy, slightly sleepy Pokemon, kind of waking up maybe from a little afternoon nap, buried in the leaves. You gotta respect it. I don't really care for the VMAX though. I'm actually gonna lump it here. We're actually gonna bring this Moltres up. I do like the Moltres more than some other stuff. We'll shift these around a little bit. Yeah, we'll do it like that. The Leafeon VMAX, it's doing a thing, and it's like helping with field work, and that's really cool. And it's just, I feel like its head is enormous. I don't know. I feel like the proportions are a little bit off, maybe, and it just doesn't. It doesn't look as complete or like as well structured as the other VMAXs, even though it's like interacting with the world a little bit more than the others. So little kind of balances out. It just, for some reason, the head really bothers me on this one. Medicham is cool. I think it's all right. I'm gonna put it. It's very dynamic, and there's a lot of Pokemon. It's like making this huge jump. I just don't know like where it's going or what it's doing. And like, you get this weird angle of looking up from the bottom of Medicham, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like I said, it's cool that it's super dynamic and there's all this stuff happening, but like I would love to see it from a different angle of like, is it fighting? Is it trying to just show off to the other Medicham? Is it like is it like training? Like I don't know what's really happening in this scene, and because of that, I'm just like looking at Medicham's undercarriage, and it's like, no, and no. Let's move on. This is absolutely A tier. Noivern V is a stunning card. I mean, it's super dynamic. You get the feel of it like dive bombing. You feel like if you were in this building, you would just see like a flash of a Noivern coming. It's super cool. Absolutely love it. I do wish the card was better, but man, that all art is stunning. Urshifu, it's the Rapid Strike. It's really cool. It's doing stuff. It's like training his water. It's really good. The VMAX though, I don't like. It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna put it here. Again, like something about like the scaling of the legs and everything, like in the art, it just feels off, and there's a lot happening. And I get it, it's like water and it's powerful and it's like doing like just something about it just makes me feel a little weird about like where I'm positioned in the artwork. Like, am I like at the base of its legs, and that's why it looks so huge in front, and then the arms get a little small. I don't know. Something about the scaling throws me off a little, I think. This Rayquaza is super cool. I think it's right. Yeah. You get a scale, and it's like you're up in the clouds, and it's cool. There's nothing bad about this one. I'm not a super huge fan of the VMAX though, and the reason is because while the Rayquaza is brightly colored, the rest of it just looks so washed out and gray. And even when I first saw this online, I thought it was just like a really poor digital scan. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's, the real card and it's colored. And then I found out that, no, that was the real card. I was a little disappointed with the background. Like, and I get it, you want to make Rayquaza the focus of the card, but something about muddling and muting the rest of the card to make Rayquaza pop just doesn't sit well with me. And also, Rayquaza looks like the only thing it can eat is applesauce, so that's something else. This is an adorable Sandaconda, and I love it. it gives, like I said, that kind of sleepy vibe, and it's just trying to like get warm by the furnace, and it's just cool. Again, it feels like kind of like a day in the life of a Pokemon. It's in the house with its trainer. You can see its legs, and it's just kind of slithering around trying to get a little warm because lizards and snakes and stuff are cold blooded, so it needs a little heat. Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Cool card. The artwork is really cool. The reason why it's not C, even though it's just like a very static, is because if you get the feeling that like you've stumbled upon it in the like a misty woods, and it's there in all its glory, and it feels like it would be, you'd see it, go to get like your phone, and then you look up and it'd just be gone. And that's like the vibe you get from this, and I really like it. It's like a little spooky vibe. Love the card. I also do really like the Shadow Rider VMAX. It's very cool. The artwork is stunning. But I actually do like the V a little bit more. Like I said, I get that kind of like, it's just there in the wild, and it's like you stumbled upon. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the V much more, but VMAX is cool. Very, very nice art. Do really like it. If you didn't see this coming, you haven't watched my channel for very long. That is my all-time favorite artwork of the entire game. I love this card more than any card, and it makes me incredibly happy. Yeah. And this is obviously, I don't think it's better than Noivern and Galarian Zapdos, but I do love it. And of course I own these cards and I play them in my deck because, well, they're the best. This Sylveon is very, very cute. I think it kind of falls maybe right there. It's like a very friendly shopkeeper. Maybe it's super happy to see someone walk in the store. It's not the shopkeeper. Obviously, it's a Pokemon, but like could be an assistant, super helpful, and just like a great mascot for the store. Like I said, it could be really, it looks like you walk into the store and it's like really happy to see you, and that makes me happy. The Sylveon VMAX is adorable. I think I'm going to put it right behind the Celebi. It's just an adorable card, and it kind of does fit the Sylveon. It's just sitting up like nice, proud, and it's like, yeah, look at me. I'm adorable. You know it. I know it. And that's the vibe that card gives off. Tornadus V it's okay. I think I'm going to put it right here. There's definitely a sense of scale. You can see how small the trees are in comparison and everything, and I do really like the card. I wish, I don't know, something about it. It's just like not the most going on. I guess I don't know. It's nice. Maybe it's just not like my preferred style of artwork that's kind of bringing this down in the rank, but it is very nice. Tyranitar, it's right there. It's very middle of the pack for me. I don't particularly love the card. It's a sleepy Tyranitar, so it's already kind of cute, and it's like, look how much it ate. It's like got a full belly. It's adorable. It's just, it's okay. This Umbreon V is certainly A tier because it looks like it's doing its attack mean look. You get the feeling that like it is very ominous. It's preventing these other Pokemon from maybe climbing up the stairs, or it's the commander of these other Pokemon telling them, like, giving like an order or whatever it's doing. But you get the sense that like this Umbreon is top dog or top cat dog fox thing, and these other Pokemon ain't messing with it. It gives like that sense of power, and you feel like that dark aura coming from it. Love the card. The Umbreon VMAX is also incredible. It's just a cat trying to reach the moon. Cat's doing what cats do, and you gotta respect it. Also, it's super colorful and vibrant, and you get the sense of scale, and this is everything going for it. It's very, very beautiful. This Vaporeon is also so cute. It's just like, looks like it's playful, and it's just like enjoying its time in the water, and maybe like it's like a warm day, and like this, you can see the kind of like the sun hitting it, so it might be like getting a little warm and enjoying. It just feels like happy and content, I think is a good word for this art. And it makes me smile. The VMAX is okay. I think it kind of falls in this kind of range. Maybe right behind. Again, it's like there's a little bit going on, and it's just it knows who it is, and yeah, it's fine. I do happen to really like the artwork. I think the Vaporeon, even though it's blue in the water and the blue background, still somehow manages to stand out really well, and I think that's something to say about just the personality of the Pokemon really kind of comes through. Zeraora is also, I think, it's the last one of the thing, and it's nice. It's, you know, you get a feeling of like this mystical kind of Pokemon. It's really maybe elusive, and it's fine. All the arts are very, very nice. None of these are bad arts. I don't dislike any of these, really. I'd be super happy to pull any of them, but obviously I'm going to like some more than others, and this is that. And you can see that mostly bell curve shape, right? Like it's very few S, a little bit of A, mostly B and C, and then very little D. So you get that curve shape. I just knocked the crap out of my setup, and there we go. So there you have it. There's all of the Alt Arts V and VMAXs that we've gotten from our main sets in 2021. I ranked them. It took a little bit longer than I expected, and I want to know which ones that are your favorites, which ones are your least favorites. I mean, obviously the middle ones are just the middle, but definitely tell me your most and least favorites. Don't forget we have a giveaway, so check out the video description to find out how to enter the giveaway. And yeah, that's gonna do it for us today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, found this informative. If you did, subscribe, like, comment, share, all that kind of stuff tells YouTube this is a good video. Other people should watch it, and I will see you next time.